Hey, welcome in a lesson on how to draw hands. And first and foremost, we are not going to draw ugly Mickey Mouse glove looking hands like that one. Blech, that's horrible. Okay. So we're going to get better at drawing hands. And my tips on how to draw hands better is to take a marker. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to draw a dot on all of your knuckles. Okay. So I just took like a Crayola marker before this. And let me take off my wedding ring too. There we go. All right. So our thumb only has two knuckles, but the rest of our fingers have three, and we count them down from the top from 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then I also recommend that you put little lines along the insides of your knuckles where they create little creases in our hands. Let's really mark those so that we can see them more clearly. And again, each finger has three, except for the thumb, it has two. And same thing, we're going to go down 1, 2, 3. Those are our knuckles. Underneath our skin, we have the bones that connect all of our knuckles and create a finger, and those are known as the phalanges. And I'll show you what to do with all these things so that you can draw hands a little better. Now, I'm just going to draw just a simple hand, and we're not going to trace the hand. Okay, we're going to use the knuckles to help us draw our fingers better in proportion. Now, if we take a look at our knuckles, we put our fingers side by side or even spread them apart, we're going to focus on those dots. I actually missed that one. I think I got it on the wrong spot. There you go. Okay, excuse me on that one. But by comparing these dots and where our knuckles are, we can really see the differences in the sizes of our fingers. For example, if I put together my little pinky finger and my ring finger, the first knuckle, knuckle number one on pinky over here, actually lines up pretty closely with knuckle number two on my ring finger. Look how far away the first knuckles of these two fingers are apart from each other, okay? Please notice how the knuckles here, the third knuckles along the hand right there, they start a little lower, then go higher, then go lower, lower. Okay, so they create like a little arch. Same thing here. We have a little bit of an arch and a very significant arch here. Okay, so paying attention to those things is really going to help you draw fingers more proportionally, more accurately. So, my big recommendation to you is to set your hand down and focus on the dots first. So, I'll focus with the pinky finger and I'll start with that third knuckle. And I'm noticing the distance between the third and the second knuckle, as well as the angle that it's at. Okay, and I'm noticing that the second and first knuckle are much closer together than the second and third. So those are little proportions that I want to take advantage of and notice so that I can draw my hands better. Okay, and then we can move on to the next knuckle. So from the third knuckle on my pinky to the third knuckle on my ring finger. Okay, they're actually pretty close together. The third knuckle on my ring finger goes up a little bit. Okay, and then big distance between my third knuckle and my second knuckle on my ring finger. Okay, and I can also take a look at the distance between those two and how it goes up. Okay, so those are, it's almost like I'm matching a constellation. Okay, and then there we go. That one's straight up. And again, looking at the distance between those two as well, trying to capture that. All right, and then as I'm going, these dots are going to look really random. So I would like to connect them just to remind myself about the phalanges. Those are those bones underneath. We have three phalanges in each finger. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then in the thumb is only two. 1, 2. Okay. And we can use that to help ourselves draw. Okay. So hopefully you're getting the idea. All right. So do those dots and lines first to help represent the knuckles and the phalanges. And then when you're happy with that, then you can go in and really start to add the meat around the fingers that you see. Okay. And pay attention. Pay attention to the little subtleties in your fingers. A lot of times the second knuckles are a little wider than the first, but that's not an exact science. So just look at the differences in your hands. Okay. I tend to get calluses on the outsides of my pinkies. That's something to pay attention to. Okay. And I'm going quickly. I didn't do all the dots and lines because I just want to make a short video, but that's basically the idea of it. Do all your dots, place all of them correctly, all your lines, always paying attention to distances between your dots, and then you could draw your hand a little better. But so start with that. It's basically the skeleton, and then work your way around, paying attention to your fingers and all your little details. So that's it. Good luck.